Hey, what's going on, guys? Steven here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be checking out a prequel. I know that I haven't reviewed the first two Strangers movies, but I figured since this is a prequel and it's a new movie, I might as well just go ahead and do it. I will do the first two Strangers movies eventually, but since this is a prequel, I don't feel too bad about doing this one first. That being said, today we're going to be reviewing The Strangers Chapter 1, directed by Renny Harlin. Okay, so I am a casual fan of the Strangers movies. Really liked the first one, and I really liked the second one. They're not movies that I think about a lot. They were good for the first viewing. I don't know how much rewatchability I would give them. I haven't really had the pull to rewatch them, but I did like those first two movies, so I wanted to give this one a chance, and I was fairly excited to give this one a chance. I thought that it would be a pretty good slasher movie. With how they went off from the first one to the second one, I liked the change up in The Strangers Prey at Night. I did like that one a lot, and I liked the dynamic of it, of how they opened it up a little bit. So going into this one, I thought that they would do something different, and I was completely wrong. This movie was completely unoriginal. It was literally a retread of the first movie almost to a T. I did not like the characters at all. I thought it was a basic slasher, too basic, basic to where it was boring, because I wanted to see a backstory to these people, to these killers, the family of killers, and I did not get that at all. All I got was literally the first movie with different faces. So in this movie, we basically have a couple that is on the road. I don't even remember where they're going. I think they're either moving or going to a family member's or something. I don't even remember, and I don't care to remember. But instantly, I do not like these characters at all. They're very annoying, especially the girlfriend. I don't know why, really. They're just really tacky to me, and I don't buy into them at all. I just think they're really annoying characters, just straight from the rip. Automatically, I'm not rooting for them. I don't care about them. They end up breaking down in this town that they have to stay in. So a really basic setup to that. They just happen to break down, and they have to stay in this Airbnb because there's no hotels, so the hotels are crappy. So they get to this Airbnb. They have a mechanic shop working on their car that is pretty much screwing people over. They break down people's cars on purpose while they stop to eat in the town. So really basic setup for them to stay in this house. Nothing unique. And the house is pretty much the house from the first movie. I mean, it's a different house, but it has the same feel. They're just sitting around the house drinking, and then the girl knocks on the door just like the first movie. And they start to notice that she's watching them and just on their property. And then the big guy with the sack head sneaks into the house, and you start seeing him stalk the girl because the boyfriend went out to get his inhaler from inside the car that is at the mechanic shop. Pretty much the same exact movie. I have nothing really to say because I will sound too much like the first movie review whenever I do it. I'll literally have this exact same story, but it'll be done. But it's better because it was unique at that time and it was creepy at that time. This is just a complete retread of the first movie. And when I say it was the same movie, it's even down to the point where they accidentally kill an innocent person just like they did in the first movie. And the ending, which, spoiler if you haven't seen the first movie, literally the exact same setup. They're sitting in a chair. The girl asks them why they're doing this to them, and they say, because you were here. I mean, literally down to a T, the exact same ending as the first movie. So that just gets no points for me at all. I did not like the characters at all. You have Madeline Petch playing the girlfriend, and Froy Gutierrez, I think that's how you say his name. They're the couple. And I'm not saying they're bad actors. I'm saying that they probably had just a horrible script to work with. I could just tell. I'm not a writer. I mean, who am I to say? But even just as a movie viewer, I could just tell that it was lazy writing. The dialogue was just super simple and underwhelming. I don't know. Just I'm not saying they were bad actors. I just didn't like their characters and the script that they were given. I haven't seen enough of them to say that they're bad actors, but I just didn't like the writing of this movie and the dialogue at all. And it just made them seem really annoying. And I didn't enjoy watching them on screen at all. I was just ready for them to die and the movie be over. So although this movie has some pretty basic slasher aspects to it, and it has an okay chase scene at the end, it pretty much gets no points for me because it's too unoriginal and too retread of the first movie down to a T that I just didn't enjoy it at all. It was a dread to get through. I was bored out of my mind. So I'm giving A Strangers Chapter 1 a 1 star. I can't give it any higher than that because I've literally seen this movie before done way better and done when it was original and creepy. I'll give it the 1 star over the half-star just because it has some basic slashers scenes that I like, just because I like slashers, and it has an okay chase scene. And I do think the family is still somewhat creepy in this one. Still giving it a 1 star. Did not enjoy this one at all. I cannot recommend this movie to anyone really, because I would just say go watch The Strangers. It's a way better version of this movie. And I'd rather just rewatch that one than to watch this one. So giving it a 1 star. Let me know down in the comments how you guys feel about this movie. If you guys feel the same way, or if you got something completely different out of it and you enjoyed this movie. Let me know down in the comments. I'd like to hear it. Thank you guys for checking me out. I will see you in the next one.